Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and this is a very interesting lock today. This is a Chinese lock sent to me by my friend Boris, who is ZBZZN on UK Locksport Forum. And, well, just have a look at the keyway. Don't know whether you can see anything down there that looks a bit strange, but if you can see a double row of pins, so one row here and one row there, then you are correct. If we look this side, you'll see that there are 5 pins here and 5 pins there. Or at least I think there are 5. It might be 5 positions. I can only really feel 4 pins on the left-hand side, but maybe it's just me. I've taken the circlips off the middle cam just for fun. But one notable thing about it is just how loose that cam is. It does lock either side because it isn't open. If we take this key here and turn it, you'll see that it doesn't turn with the key, it sort of turns after it. In fact, I can hold the cam with my fingers and you'll see that it does sort of drag it round eventually. Yeah, usually they're a little tighter than that, but I suppose that's the way it is. Got to be careful not to pull the core out because remove the circlips. Okay, so now there's 2 sets of keys. Let's have a look at this one first. This is the construction key, so this is one that a builder might have. And there are 2 rows of pins. I'm assuming that you got cut 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm looking at that. Possibly the first pin here. So maybe that's pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, I don't know. Then on the right hand side, you got cut 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. So actually not too bad bitting on the right hand side, sort of linear bitting on the left hand side. Why are there 2 different colour keys? Why do I say this is the construction key the builder would have? Well, it's because if you look, the keys are virtually identical bitting. If I align them, you'll see that they are identical in terms of the right hand side, the top bitting, if you will. But if I stagger them, you'll see that there is a lower cut on pin 5 on the left hand side. Let's call it pin 5 for now. What that is doing is it's essentially harbouring a ball bearing, and when this key goes in, the ball bearing isn't lifted all the way out of the keyway when the driver is set. However, when you put this key in, which is the homeowner's key, you see it's got a much higher set, that pushes the ball bearing out and into the Bible, allowing it to rotate around the lock into a receptacle somewhere usually cut out on the plug to receive it. That means that when you put the construction key back in, when this goes in, the key pin will be too short and the driver pin will drop down in its place. Construction keying is really fascinating. I hope to do a video on it sometime because it is really interesting. What I don't really want to do is risk messing this lock up, so I won't show that just now. But yeah, it's kind of cool that you do have these 2 keys, and I'm expecting a ball bearing in that position if we do pick it and we do gut it. Very cool. I don't know what to call this lock, so I'm calling it the Mansion Prevent Steel lock, just because that's what the card is on the inside, and I assume this is like a card which allows you to get more keys cut, as much as a fashion these days. And I tried looking on the website here, which is www.torchst.com, and that was a huge mistake. I will show you what you see when you go to that website, or at least what I saw. So yeah, don't go there. Don't go there. Right, let's throw this in a vise and give it some picking, and maybe even gut it. So we're all nicely in the vise. Where's that key? There we go. And let's just check it's all working. I will there we go, do that. So that's all nice. And let's put some top of the keyway tension in. And before I do that, actually, I'm going to pick the pins on the right, not from the bottom because there's a little piece of warding here, but from this warding ledge, but using that middle piece of warding as a guide, and that'll allow me to pick full height with this 18,000th Peterson gem. And then I'll use the bottom of the keyway to pick the row of pins on the left as and when they bind. So let's give this a go. That's pin 3. Maybe a bit more tension. 4, 3. That's a high set pin. Pin 2, if I can get onto it. 2. 1, that's also high set. That was pin 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's try the left hand side. They'll click there. I have to pin 3 on the left. And pin 1. Nothing on 2. Nothing on... I swear there's only 4 pins on the left hand side. I can't wait to get in there and have a look. Okay, so they all seem to be set. So that must mean there must be some pins that I haven't fully set on the right hand side. But they seem okay. So just go along the pins on the left again. Okay. So I can't feel anything on 5. Oh, I can a little bit, and we are open. There we go. So we've got full control of that core. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to rotate it too far, so we're just going to leave it there, and then we're going to try and gut this, and this is going to be probably a bit of a nightmare, but I'm going to give it a go. You see the little ball bearing? Just sits there. That provides the first shear line. Let me just pull this key out and hopefully retain those pins. If I put in the homeowner's key now, you'll see that there won't be any room for the little ball bearing, and he will come out. There you go. So there should be a little pocket or something, there he is, for that ball bearing to sit in when it rotates round. Let's see if it will just nestle in there. There you go, and that's where it will reside evermore in the lock, providing that second shear line. And then when you put the construction key back in, you'll see that it's too short and the driver pin on this side will just fall in. And I was right, there were only 4 pins on that side. Very interesting. Right, I'm just going to gut the rest sped up so it doesn't bore you, and we'll see what's actually in there. Okay, so as ever, gutting it's difficult, putting it back together is going to be horrific. It's all standard pins, completely, all standard on the right hand side, so standard drivers, standard key pins, and the left hand side, which has much longer pins, because obviously the bitting is deeper, the cuts on the key are deeper, so much longer pins, but again standard apart from the little ball bearing. And yeah, these are very, very horrible, horrible pins. Let's get one of those drive pins up close for you here. Look at that. It looks like it's been sort of chewed. Kind of gross. But nevertheless, this is a really, really good fun lock. Maybe not to put back together, but certainly a good fun lock to pick. Kind of cool. I like it a lot anyway, and I hope you did too. So thank you, Boris, for this awesome lock, this awesome Mantram Prevent Steel lock, should I say. And I'll see you all next time.